G'day guys, Socket here. Today's video is a small extract from the Speaker Spec What Does It Mean tutorial, just so you guys can find this topic easily without having to go through the whole main tutorial. So today's extract is on the topic of speaker excursion. Okay, so we're going to start by talking about excursion. Now, excursion is how far a speaker cone can move back and forward. It's measured in generally from one direction, so from the speaker's resting position to fully extended forward or fully extended back, and it's usually measured in millimeters or inches. Now, there are two terms to describe excursion. One is called Xmax and one is called Xmec, and you've probably heard of Xmax before. It's a very common parameter in car audio, but it's largely misunderstood. So what is Xmax? Well, Xmax is the maximum distance that a speaker can move in and out but still remain linear and controlled and play without distortion. Now, the reason Xmax is so interesting is because Xmax is related to how much air the speaker can move. If you remember when we talked about cone, Xmax times the area of the cone equals the displacement volume of the speaker. So that means the bigger Xmax, the louder you can generally play, right? And that's why Xmax is such a popular parameter when you're looking at speaker specifications. So Xmax is how far the speaker can move and stay undistorted. Xmex is the actual physical limit of the cone's travel, right? So it's how physically far it can travel forward and back before the speaker gets damaged, right? So when we look at technical data sheets, we tend to find Xmax is generally on the sheets, but Xmex is not. So in this case, this speaker has an Xmax of 10 millimeters or 3/8 of an inch. And if you want to calculate out what the Xmax actually is, you just take the voice coil height and the gap height from each other and then divide it by 2. We talked about the voice coil height and gap height when we were looking at the driver motor. So you can read those things off the technical data sheet, and then you can kind of do the math. So we've got a voice coil height of 28. We've got a magnetic gap height of 8. We subtract one for the other, divide it by 2, and we end up with an Xmax of 10 millimeters, right? So, here it is. So the big question is, I want a speaker with big Xmax to make lots of loudness, but can I play my speakers above Xmax? And the short answer is, well, yes, but let me explain. So below Xmax, your speaker is cruising along. It's playing as the speaker was designed to play, right? Everything is behaving itself. The speaker cone is moving up and down like a piston. The electrical and the magnetic forces are within design parameters, and so the speaker is just playing the way it should, a bit like driving your car and, cruising along. And, the audio signal is being accurately and cleanly replicated by the speaker, and there's no distortion. So, happy days. It's exactly the way the speaker was designed to operate, right? But once you go above the Xmax, the speaker is no longer moving in a linear and controlled fashion, right? It starts to sort of get the speed wobbles. It's a bit like driving your car above red line, right? You can drive it there, but the motor really doesn't like it, okay? So what happens is if you push your speaker above Xmax, you start to get distortion. The more you push it, the worse the sound quality gets. Gets muddy, blurry, because you're pushing the speaker above its design limits, right? The cone starts to flex and distort. The suspension is less controlled. The voice coil moving up and down in the gap is no longer as linear as it was. You get much stronger back EMP strengths, and changes in the way the magnetic field behaves. So you really are pushing the speaker beyond its design limits. It can still play there, but you suffer in terms of distortion and sound quality. And then, if you push it above the Xmax, which is the physical limit, well, okay, now you're going to potentially cause damage to the speaker. The voice coil could bottom out and hit the bottom of the magnetic gap. Because the speaker cone is now so uncontrolled, you can have the voice coil striking the pole piece or the top plate or something like that, or getting jammed in the magnetic gap. The cone could tear, the spider could tear, the tinsel leads could tear, a whole bunch of things. So you'll hear knocking, hammering, buzzing, or the speaker will just suddenly stop driving. So it's very much like driving your car beyond your red line limits, and eventually the engine's going to fail. So another way of thinking about it is, I'm driving my car along, revs 2,000 or 3,000 revs, everything's nice, I'm operating within the speaker's design parameter and everything is working super well together. I keep turning up the volume, everything's still clean and sounds great, but as you approach the Xmax limit and you go over that point, then the speaker starts to distort, things start to sound less clear, the bass gets less muddy. So it doesn't suddenly go from clean to distorted, it's a gradual worsening of the sound quality, right? So you can push it into the Xmax, but it's, as I said, it's like driving your car in the red line zone, right? And then if you really start pushing it well into the Xmax area and beyond and into the Xmax area, then you're in the danger zone, and that's when speakers suddenly fail. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to know more, feel free to go check out the main tutorial. I'll put the link down in the comments below. As always, if you've got any questions, pop them down below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.